Hey guys, good afternoon. This is AJ. Nice to see you again on this happy Saturday. This is day 15 of my video blog blitz for 90 days. And I want to talk to you today about 20 things the rich do daily. This list was very incredible. This list was comprised from an author by the name of Tom Corley. And basically, he did a study using some rich people and some poor people and basically compared what they did daily and how it drastically made their lives different from one another. Now, but I want to focus on the rich. Why? Because young people, you need to know, ages 18 to 25, these are the critical years of your life. I say that because these years are basically the foundational years for the later part of your life. To basically, it determines, I'll say 85% of the time, your decisions in this part of your life determines how the outcome of your life later on in life. And I'm talking about from ages 35 and over. All right. So the first thing that the rich do daily, they eat healthy. Eating healthy is very important. Everybody knows that you need to eat your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains, your lean meats. Why? Because it helps with the functions of your body systems, and you want to live a good life. You just don't want to live and be feeling bad while you're living. You want to live and just have a burst of energy to do the things you want to do to enjoy your life. The next thing, or the second thing that the rich do daily, they focus. They at least focus on accomplishing one goal a day. And that basically builds confidence. It builds self-value, and it shows yourself that you can accomplish anything. The next thing and the third thing that the rich like to do, they exercise. They know that it's important not just to eat healthy, but you also have to have a regular exercise regimen. And most gurus and most personal trainers and anybody in the health, wellness, and fitness industry will tell you that we need to exercise at least 3 to 4 times a week for at least 30 minutes a day. Why? Because we need to keep this body moving. A body in motion is healthy. A body not in motion, it will not healthy, and everything will start to fall out of place, and you will decrease your longevity of life. And everybody wants to live a long life. Rich wants to live a long life because they want to keep making that greenback or that money. The fourth thing the rich like to do, they like to listen to audiobooks. Now, this is something that has basically I guess within the last couple years or so, that's the new thing to do, is to get audiobooks, not just get the ebooks where you can read on your Kindle Fires, but also listen to your audiobooks. And they listen to audiobooks at least 30 minutes daily, and that basically just increases their knowledge on certain things. Excuse me, because knowledge is power. The fifth thing that the rich like to do, they do have a to-do list. That means every day they write down the things that they need to do, so they can accomplish and complete those things of their to-do list. It's very important. I I'll say I don't consistently have a to-do list every day, but I'll say at least 2 to 3 times a week I'll sit down and do a to-do list. And majority of the time, I'm going to tell you, the majority of the time when I write down a to-do list of the things that I have to do daily, I complete 95% of the things that's on that list. So that to-do list is very important to have. The next thing is that the rich actually make sure that their children read. Reading is important, everybody. If you can't read, you need to go to or get the necessary resources so you'll be able to read well. Not just be able to read, but read well with comprehension. Why? Because reading is everywhere. Reading is in our daily lives. And if you don't read, people can take advantage of you and you can find yourself in a whole lot of trouble. The next thing that the rich like to do, they volunteer daily. Now, that's volunteer your time, your talents, um, your time and your talents. Now, volunteering is very important. Why? Because giving is important. If you give, that means your life is open to receive. If you hold back anything and don't give anything, you're not able to receive. My suggestion to you of the things that I volunteer to do, I soup kitchen. That's always a good one. Um, Volunteer at a clothing bank, or you could a good one for volunteering is Habitat of Humanity, and that's basically in every state and mostly all major cities where people volunteer and help build homes for the less fortunate. Why? It helps you keep humbled. It helps you to be humble. Excuse me. Volunteer work really helps you to be thankful for what you have, and also it helps me to motivate me to want to make my life better. The next thing that the rich like to do, they will call people on their birthdays. I thought that was quite interesting, because I always thought that the rich was most rich people were snobby. But at least 65% of rich people or wealthy people, they will call people in their circle of trust, which is people that they love in their personal circle. They'll call them for their birthdays. The next thing the rich like to do is write out their goals. And I can vouch for this. Writing down your goals are important. Why? Because it will help you accomplish them. And I'm not saying to write down your goals for the whole year. I'm saying, start out small. Maybe write down your goals for the week. What I used to do when I'll say, when I was in high school, I'll say this. My parents were very overprotective, and they wanted me, I'll say my father, and anybody watching this video knows my father, know how he was protective over me. My father had expressed to me, I was a very good student in high school, but he expressed to me that I was basically had to stay in Columbus, Ohio, because that's where I'm born and raised. Boop, boop. Buckeye. That I was going to have to go to Ohio State or go to Columbus State and go to school. And I didn't want that. I wanted to go to a historically black college, and I wanted to get away from my parents. So by the end of the summer going into my senior year, I had set a goal, and my objective was, or my goal set was, okay, in order to be able to get my parents to, my goal was to be able to go to school out of state. I wanted to go to a historically black college out of state. I didn't want to go to Central State or Wright State, which was in Ohio. I wanted to go out of state to school. That was my main objective, or my main goal. So my goal underneath that, to accomplish that main goal, to have to get my parents released, basically, my goal was to get straight A's. If I could prove to them that I could stay focused and have really, really good grades. I was already an A/B student, but if I could just really get good grades, that they would let me go off to school. So my goal for my whole senior year was to get straight A's. So what I did for my fall term, because we was on basically we was on semesters like college. I set goals basically with my classes, and I would do some extra stuff that I needed to do so I can get those straight A's. And I'm going to tell you, everybody, I got straight A's my whole entire senior year of high school. I was so amazed at myself that you have the power to do whatever you want to do. And you know what? That goal of having straight A's my whole entire year, I was able to go to school way. Can you believe that? I was able to go to school way. When my parents saw my report card that Christmas, and I had a 3 point, I think I had like a Cause in high school you just didn't get A's. It was like A minus, A plus. I had like a 3. It was like a 3.9, and my parents were so amazed. So they said, "Well, you ready? You can handle going away to school." So they let me, and I was able to go away to college, and I did my first year at Kentucky State. So when you write down goals, it basically helps you to stick to those goals, and when you accomplish them, it helps you increase your value in yourself and your self-confidence. Next, basically what the rich do, they read 30 minutes daily. Whatever they want to do, whatever they want to read, excuse me, most of them will read information that is focused on something that they're doing at the time, as far as whether their career or their personal life. And again, knowledge is power. Next, the rich people do not speak their mind. They understand that there's a time and place for everything, for things to be said. And that they realize that there's just a time and place. I just say that. There's just a time and place for things to be said. Next, they understand that you should network. You should have healthy, positive connections. Why? Because we need each other. There's somebody to know. There's people out there that are geared to help you get to your next level in life, to help you be successful. There's some things that God didn't put in you, but gave it to somebody else to help you get to that next level. So I want to say to you, have healthy connections. If you don't have healthy connections, loyalty has an expiration date. I got that from Tyrese Gibson. Loyalty has an expiration date. Let those people go. You don't want them to pull you down. You could do bad all by yourself. So have healthy connections. And most of the, I'll say, pastors, spiritual advisors, rich people, most people with influence will tell you, surround yourself with or connect yourself with people that are going are at the place of where you want to go. Connect with people that are smarter than you. It can basically be beneficial to your life. You always want to build relationships that are beneficial, that you can benefit from them and they can